Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy James, back here with another vid. Hope y'all doing well, blessed, on your purpose, getting to a bag, all that good shit, man. Have you ever wondered, considered, thought about why, it seems like some people in this life seem to have a certain energy about themselves to where it's almost like life is attracted back to them. It's almost like they have an attractive, magnetic type of personality. And what I'm here to tell you today is that holding in your life force energy will cultivate this power within you almost immediately. So that's what we're going to talk about: personal magnetism, cultivating this life force energy to manifest abundance and, yes, celebrities into your life. So I got a few stories to share with y'all, got some few principles I want to drop. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. First things first, why am I making this video? I was actually reading this book right here, Napoleon Hill, Succeed and Grow Rich Through Persuasion. Great book so far. I'm about 65 pages in, so not too crazy, a couple chapters. But what I was reading today, y'all know, in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill has a whole chapter on sex transmutation. That's crazy to think about. So for all y'all that's like downplaying the semen retention stuff, or thinking it's really not one of the greatest gifts God gave us, you are underestimating it. Because Napoleon Hill, if you're not aware, he studied success basically for 25-30 years of his life, some of the most 500 successful men in America, and wrote this kind of manifesto on specific steps on how you can achieve success based on conversations, living with, working with these people who at the time were the most successful people in the world. So he's the same person that wrote this book, Succeed and Grow Rich Through Persuasion. This he wrote later in his life. A lot of people say, it's one of the better books Napoleon Hill has written. So I'm excited to keep going further into it, and it's really good so far. I got tons and tons of highlights. But yeah, why am I making this video? What I was reading, it says, the man who lacks the necessary self-discipline to manage his personal habits instead of being controlled by them is never very attractive to others. This is especially true of the habits of eating and drinking and sexual relationships. Excesses in relation to any of these destroy personal magnetism. So this chapter is called The Persuasive Personality, because it's all about, growing rich through persuasion and succeeding. So, what that says again is that if you lack the necessary self-discipline to manage your personal habits, specifically sexual relationships, you will destroy your personal magnetism. And with that being true, then the opposite, which means if you are in control of your habits, such as eating and drinking, or in this case what we talking about, your sexual relationships or your sexual behavior in general, maybe you watch the websites too much, or you look at women on the gram, or anything, whatever it may be. But if we could discipline that and we could control that, then we can start to cultivate that magnetism that he's talking about in this personality. And it continues to go on to say, the term personal magnetism is a polite way of describing sex appeal, for that is precisely what it means. Sex emotion is the power behind all creative vision. It is the means by which all living species are perpetuated. By all living species are perpetuated. Yeah, it is the means by which all living species are perpetuated. It inspires the use of the imagination, enthusiasm, and personal initiative. Imagination, enthusiasm, and personal initiative. Sheesh. There has never been a great leader in any calling who was not motivated in part by the creative powers of sex emotion. Sheesh. So, taking that into consideration, I've been cultivating my sexual energy over the last couple weeks, months. I think we're like maybe day 40 something, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling aligned. I'm feeling a lot of energy. I feel like that magnetism is showing. So let's hop into the stories, man. by saying that these are all stories of stuff that doesn't normally happen when I'm not retaining, when I'm not, suppressing or holding this sexual energy to really have that magnetism. Some people may look at this and be like, oh, obvious, bro, is, look how you look, or, you're tall, or this and that. And this is why you attract certain things in your life. Or, hey, you work on yourself a lot, you go to the gym, and you study books and stuff like that. And yes, could those things play a factor? Of course, right? But when I tell you that some of the stuff that's been happening lately doesn't happen when I'm on it, it's so true, which lets me know that this sexual energy, like Napoleon Hill talks about, is really a different type of energy than all the other energies that we do to cultivate, momentum in our life, whether it's, again, the physical energy, your body, your diet, or any other things we're talking about. But again, the sex energy, I feel like, has that different faculties, obviously, to give people that enthusiasm, that creative direction, and that overall glow about yourself, and attractive, not only personality but nature about yourself. So let's hop into it and why, because I got some principles behind it. First story I got. Let's do the celeb story first. Let's start with that one, because I know that's why y'all clicked on the video, so I don't want to hold y'all up too much longer. So I met Anthony Joshua last week. Bro been coming to our gym. I guess he's preparing for a fight. I'm down here in Dallas. And he been coming to our gym every morning. But I met bro last week. Just went up to him. Hey, you Anthony Joshua, right? It's crazy. Heavyweight champ type shit. What's up, bro? Dapped him up. And then, that was kind of that. Chopped it up with his trainer. Next time I seen him was in the locker room. And that time he came up to me and was just like, what's up, bro? Good to see you. And I was like, okay. He coming up to me in the locker room. He going out your way. You Anthony Joshua, heavyweight champ, 15 million subs. 15 million Instagram followers. Everybody knows you. You come say what's up to me in the locker room. You a cool dude. So I'm like, okay, maybe you just nice. Maybe you just say what's up to everybody. But then today, I'm hitting decline press on the machine, and I see bro walk in the gym. He huge as fuck, like 6'6", 250. He was chopping it up in the locker room that one day, and he was telling me that. But today, bro walked in, he scanned the whole place. He see a shorty, what's up to the shorty. Then he see me, bro, come over to me while I'm on the machine. Walk over to me to come dap me up and say, am I training hard? Am I going at it? How I'm feeling today? I said, I'm blessed. How you, bro? Good to see you. So, I don't know dick ride and stuff where it's like, oh my God, I met Anthony Joshua. And that's the whole point of this story, is that the reason why I feel like he did go out his way to say what's up to me today, and potentially we might have a connection. Y'all might even get a podcast EP of me and AJ hopping on, who knows. But the reason I feel like that is because, one, most people that go to him are in a needy state of energy or feel like, oh, he's above me. But semen retention, it gives you that value within yourself to where you say, I'm worthy, I'm self-valuable, because you're doing one of the hardest practices in the world. And fighters got to do it too. I'm pretty sure he's practiced it, but that's besides the point. With you doing some of the hardest practice in the world and developing your character, you're ultimately growing your self-esteem, you're growing your self-worth, and you're feeling better about yourself. And that's going to show in how you carry yourself. That's going to show in your conversation. And that's going to show in your mood. So I wrote here, the principle behind this story was just adding value, and instead of trying to take value from people that you meet. And then in the past, I used to complicate what adding value means to high status or people I want to network with, right? People that I felt like, could bring some type of benefit to my life. And people always say, oh, add value, provide value. But I struggled to understand what that meant for me. And, value is not to be overcomplicated. Value at the end of the day could just be good energy. And I feel like that's the value I give, bro. Pause. Is like, being able to have a genuine conversation with somebody, being able to have good energy, being able to not have somebody need something from you or want something. And at the end of the day, bro, could be being nice, and I could be overstretching it. But, it just seemed like, bro, scanned the room, saw me, and was like, oh, I have to go say what's up to him. And that's what prompted, like, oh, shit, like, this is some out of the ordinary shit. Like, it wouldn't probably happen without retention. Probably wouldn't have been seen. Probably wouldn't have been that loud. Probably wouldn't have been that bright. Been that glowing. Been that magnetic. What we talking about in this video. But yeah, on to the next one. Yesterday we had a fashion show. Shout out to my team. Shout out to the whole gang. J3 Productions. That's who I'm signed with. That's my manager. Shout out Willie. And he threw together a dope fashion show for Juneteenth and Legacy Hall yesterday. I'll try to throw some clips up in the video now. But pretty much at this fashion show, as you know, I'm a model. I be surrounded by other models. Models are usually beautiful. And being surrounded by a lot of beautiful women puts you in a certain type of energy. And a lot of times in those situations, guys may get nervous, or guys may need something, or feel like I have to at least leave with one of these. But I experienced a lot of, I would say, attention yesterday and good conversation, and overall I had a great time. And it's because I was detached, right? And that's another thing that this retention allows you to do, is when you stop putting women on a pedestal, when you start putting yourself on a pedestal, when you stop doing things that's destructive and then start doing things that's building you, then you begin to need other things less because you're getting so much fulfillment from yourself. So, you know, that was kind of the mindset going in, was like, hey, I don't really need no conversation from nobody. I don't want none of y'all girls' numbers. You know, I'm not really on that right now. I'm focused on myself. I'm trying to cultivate my energy, and, you know, it seems like more people want what they can't have. So if I have the energy of not necessarily needing anything from anybody, now I attract everything to me. That's the bar. That's the bar, bro. When you don't need nothing from nobody, you're gonna attract everything to you. I promise you. Because, like, I'm just sitting there backstage, walking around, you know, minding my business, chopping it up with a couple dudes that I know, you know, just seeing how they been. A couple people that I know, just seeing how they been, and just like, you know, just women start coming out the woodworks, you know, wanting to talk as well. And at the end of the day, they my family. A lot of the models I knew, and they are my J3 family, and, you know, we chop it up. But you could tell it's just a certain type of attention. Again, attention towards me yesterday that is not usually there. Because, again, you know, I work with them. I work with a lot of different people. So it's like, you start to notice, like, you know, it's really a different magnetism about yourself. And I know we like to talk about physical benefits, holding your seed makes you glow more, and this is where these things come from. But again, a lot of it comes from the mindset shift that happens when you stop looking at websites, chasing women, having meaningless sex. The mindset shifts start to creep in, like detachment, like these principles we talk about, adding value. You know, these shifts start to happen due to the last point, which is increasing your self-esteem and self-worth. And the story I have for this principle was similar to the story I posted a couple of days ago or last week about how you manifest money on retention. You know, money comes to you in abundance on retention, and the money calls you. You know, it just kind of comes and flows into your life. And for this particular instance, I had my niece with me this weekend, right? So I had my niece with me this weekend. We was out chilling, you know, cause we got the pool over here. If y'all could, I was gonna show y'all the pool. But we was out chilling over here by the pool. And, you know, there was another, got the gang out today, but yeah, there was another family, or another daughter, father. See, this is what I get for standing up, all off track. But there's another daughter, father combo. I was with my niece. We were at the pool. They started playing with each other. I started chopping it up with the little girl's dad, you know, trying to coordinate, like, hey, you know, I got my niece, I got my daughter, you know, we need to link up, go to Chick-fil-A or something like that. You know, double date, they need somebody to play with, right? So, which we did. We ended up going to Chick-fil-A and chopping it up, you know, figuring out what bro do for a living. He was talking about, you know, we was just talking about what we do for a living, how we make money, what's going on with our lives, what we trying to accomplish. And yeah, through that conversation, I figured out bro does Forex trading, options trading. And if y'all know me, I was selling a trading program last year, and that trading program was super good, but I didn't really take full advantage of learning how to trade because it was a little complicated for me at the time. It still is kind of complicated. So, but I feel like, excuse me, I feel like it's such a lick. I feel like it's such a good way to make bread because it's, yo, time is not tied to how much money you can make. You know, it's really just learning the setups, and you can really get strategic and win like 80-90% of the trades. But that's besides the point. Bro was just telling me about the passive income, and he said, yeah, man, so that's going good. All I need now is a way to active income skill. I said, I got something for you. High income skill, basically, bro said he was looking for. High income active skill, because that was more passive. So he working some different jobs and, you know, really focusing on trading, but he like, man, I need to increase my income. And I'm like, bruh, I do high ticket sales. And the way that bro was breaking down trading for me at the time, it was hitting in a way that I never had heard it before. So I'm like, bro, you would really do good at selling a trading program like I used to sell. Because you know your stuff, you know what you're talking about, you know why people should do it. And ultimately, you know, it felt like he was selling me, but, you know, he didn't really have nothing to sell. That was just how excited he was about the opportunity. So with that being said, we start chopping up. I start telling him a little bit about what I do, the potential there. And, you know, we gonna meet up this weekend. Long story short, do some business and do some work together. So I can help him, you know, get on an offer and start making some money in high ticket sales, remote from the crib, just like I do. If y'all are interested in high ticket sales, making a full-time income from the crib, making about $5,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on the offer you on, depending on how hard you work, send me a message on Instagram at JVN and let's hop on the call. We'll see if you're a good fit. I'm taking on one-on-one mentorships to help you not only learn sales, but help you find an opportunity as well. So again, hit me up on IG if you're looking for that. And yeah, those are the 3 experiences of personal magnetism I've been feeling personally on this journey. I've met celebrities. I'm attracting abundance and models into my life. Not like that, because again, I'm focused on me. But in actuality, that's really what happened last night. It definitely was that way. And then ultimately money and more opportunities. So these are things, again, were not happening 2 months ago, 3 months ago, when I was watching porn, beating my shit, in a low state, in the lowest vibration, which is shame. These things weren't happening to me. Life was less colorful. It was more black and gray. Now shit's super bright. I'm feeling super vibrant. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I got a lot of energy. And, you know, hopefully that's coming off to y'all as a real kick in the ass to say, hey, bro, get serious on this journey. Get serious on this journey. Get serious on this journey. Holding your sexual energy could be one of the most powerful things you ever do in your life. I promise it'll turn you up. And then you just pour all that into your creative thinking process to solve the problems that you need to solve in this world, to get the things that you want to have. Man, potential is limitless. So y'all take heed to the message. We are all guaranteed to prosper on this channel. We're gonna get back to the message. GTP is in my veins. I can't run from it. So coming soon is gonna be a community, GTP community. Y'all are GTP. I'm GTP. GTP stands for guaranteed to prosper. It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of being. And y'all stay tuned for that. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.